In the heart of a powerful empire, under the scorching Egyptian sun, a people's hope had turned to dust. For 400 years, the Hebrews labored, building cities for a Pharaoh who feared their growing numbers. A cruel decree was issued. Every newborn Hebrew boy was to be cast into the Nile. But from this river of sorrow, a story of deliverance would rise. A desperate mother placed her son in a basket, entrusting him to the waters and to a fate unknown. That child, found by Pharaoh's own daughter, was named Moses. Raised in the splendor of the Egyptian court, Moses lived as a prince, yet the cry of his people echoed in his soul. After a fateful act of justice, he fled into the vast, unforgiving desert, becoming a shepherd, a husband, a man humbled by the wilderness. It was there, on the slopes of Mount Horeb, that his life would change forever. A bush, engulfed in flames but not consumed, called out to him. A voice, divine and powerful, spoke from the fire. I am who I am. I have seen the misery of my people. Go to Pharaoh and bring my people out of Egypt. With his brother Aaron at his side, Moses returned to the land of his birth, standing before the most powerful man in the world. In the flickering torchlight of the throne room, he delivered the divine command, "Let my people go." Pharaoh's heart was hard, his answer a defiant no, and so the might of Egypt was challenged. The Nile, the lifeblood of the empire, turned to blood. Plagues descended one by one, frogs, gnats, flies, a relentless assault on a kingdom built on pride. Swarms of locusts devoured the fields, and a suffocating darkness fell over the land, a darkness so thick it could be felt. Still, Pharaoh would not yield. Then came the final, most dreadful night, a night of judgment and of promise. The Israelites were instructed to mark their doorposts with the blood of a lamb. Inside their homes, they ate in haste, ready for a journey awaited. That night, a cry of anguish rose throughout Egypt as the firstborn of every house was struck down. But where the blood was seen, the angel of death passed over. In the somber silence of the dawn, a broken Pharaoh finally relented. The chains were broken. The long night of slavery was over. Led by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, a nation of former slaves marched out of Egypt. Freedom was at hand, but their trial was not over. As they reached the shores of the Red Sea, the thunder of chariots grew behind them. Pharaoh had changed his mind. Trapped between the sea and the vengeful Egyptian army, terror gripped the hearts of the people. But Moses, his faith unwavering, raised his staff over the waters. A great wind howled through the night, and the sea parted, creating a dry path between two towering walls of water. The Israelites crossed on dry ground. As the last of them reached the other side, the walls of water crashed down, consuming Pharaoh's army and sealing their freedom forever. Now truly free, the Israelites entered the vast and desolate Sinai wilderness. Their journey was one of hardship and testing. Hunger gnawed at them, and God provided manna from heaven, a bread-like substance that fell with the morning dew. When thirst parched their throats, Moses struck a rock, and water gushed forth. Through every trial, they were learning to depend not on a human king, but on a divine provider. Their path, guided by the mysterious pillar of cloud and fire, led them steadily toward a sacred mountain, a place of divine encounter. 3 months after their departure from Egypt, the Israelites arrived at the foot of Mount Sinai. The mountain was covered in a thick cloud, shaken by thunder and lit by flashes of lightning. God descended upon the mountain in fire, and the people trembled in awe. Moses ascended into the smoke and cloud to meet with God. It was here, amidst the raw power of creation, that a covenant was forged. God spoke the 10 Commandments, the moral foundation for a new nation. Laws of justice, worship, and community, inscribed on 2 tablets of stone. This was not just a set of rules, but a sacred agreement between God and his chosen people. But while Moses was on the mountain, the people below grew restless. Fear and impatience led them astray. They forged a golden calf, an idol of their own making, and worshipped it, breaking the very first commandments they had just received. When Moses descended and saw their betrayal, his heart broke with anger and grief. He shattered the stone tablets, a symbol of their broken covenant. Yet, even in their failure, there was a path to forgiveness. Moses pleaded on behalf of the people, and God, in his mercy, renewed the covenant, carving a new set of tablets. With their relationship with God restored, the people were given a new task: to build a dwelling place for God's presence among them. This was the Tabernacle. From every corner of the camp, people brought their finest materials: gold, silver, fine linens, and precious woods. Skilled artisans worked with joy and devotion, constructing the sacred tent, the altar, and the Ark of the Covenant, a golden chest to hold the 10 Commandments. It was a community project, an act of collective worship. When the work was complete, the final piece was put in place, and a cloud covered the tent, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. From the shores of the Nile to the foot of Mount Sinai, this was a journey of transformation. Through fire, water, and wilderness, a people in bondage became a free nation, bound not by chains, but by a sacred covenant with their God. Their story, a testament to faith, freedom, and redemption, echoes through the ages. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through Exodus. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that brings history and faith to life. We'll see you in the next video.